So now we're going to talk about creating a promotion. You've created your content calendar, and the content calendar is to build goodwill and trust with your network. You need to build goodwill and trust first before you start creating promotions. I talked about, as part of your content calendar, to create promotions that talk about what it is you have to offer. When we do those, we're not actually expecting sales. We're just letting people know what we have to offer. So we're not going to really be driving in the promotion on that. We can, but we don't need to. That's not really the purpose of it. It's really just so people know what it is that we offer. When we create these kind of promotions, we're going in for the sale. This here is where we want the conversion to happen. So there's a few things that we can use to create a great promotion. This is what we're going to cover individually. So the first one is your trust and desire, what we already kind of talked about. People won't buy from you if they don't want what you have to offer or they don't believe your claims. So if we can build more trust and desire through our offer, through the words that we put on our page for our offer. We're going to have a web page or a landing page. It can go on your website. It can be a flyer, whatever you want. Okay? It can be just the text that you use, the words you use to describe your offer. You'd be able to cultivate more trust and desire with your prospects. Trust is always the first thing. Something new. We already talked about this. When you create something new, people start wanting it more, right? But when I say creating new things, you've got a new promotion, you've got a new product happening. Does it have to be absolutely new? No, right? You guys know what the difference is between the Honda Civic 2012 and the Honda Civic 2013? The Bluetooth? I think it was the rims and the dashboard curve. Okay? So why do they put out new cars every year, right? Because we want the newest car, right? But there's nothing really that new about it, but we desire. We'll pay $10,000 or $20,000 more for a 2013 Honda Civic than the 2012. And they're the same car, right? Well, yeah, basically same with the iPhone. It's a little bit bigger. Yeah, but at least it's on an Android. Oh, shit. Okay. A lot of people don't like discounting, and I understand. Discounting can harm your brand, it's true. Okay? But you can use discounts to your advantage. Everybody does love discounts. If you don't want to, okay, what you could do is you can mark up a product and then reduce the price with a discount and then still be profitable. We know that, right? That's what companies do. Right? But if you don't want to discount, you can just add more value that your customer will get if they buy today. They take on your promotion. They'll get more value. Give away more things. One thing I was doing with the speakers that were coming is we wanted to create more value to get more people to come to this workshop. So I phoned them up and I emailed Nick. I don't know why Nick doesn't remember the conversation, but anyways, I said, hey, can we give away your Triple Your Fans product to anyone who signs up? And they said yes. I don't know why he's all, anyways. And then I talked to Travis. I said, hey, how about we give away 3 months free of contest domination? He said, sure. When Wishbone contacted me, I said, hey, guys, why don't you come and do your talk, and do you mind giving away 3 months free as well of that? Right? We're adding more value to the offer instead of discounting the price. Does that make sense? Has anyone ever heard of a concept called results in advance? Results in advance is about moving your prospects closer towards their goal. If you consider, as they're taking every step towards the purchase, every step is more work for them. So what we want to do is try to move them towards the purchase by giving them more value for free, as much value as we can for free. If you're in the information marketing world, you might know results in advance as giving away your best tips, the best advice you can give that away for free. Even if you are selling a physical product, you're still an expert in that space. And you can talk about how best to use that product. Right? Don't hold it back because you think people are going to steal your ideas or that they won't buy from you. They won't buy from you because you already told them all the best stuff. Okay? You want to be able to give it away Give away your best stuff because they're still going to need to know all the hows and the whys and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So you're not going to jeopardize your sales by giving away your best information. I'm not talking about a good tip or anything like that. I'm talking about the thing that you know how to do best. Tell everybody and make sure that is how you're going to move them up the free line. Mystery is often used in a lot of internet marketing type of things, right? There's a secret thing that you're gonna learn by taking this new workshop or whatever it might be. But it can also come across as kind of spammy sometimes. So you want to use it, but be careful on how you use it because you don't want to make it to the point where people think you're trying to trick them into something. Okay? But mystery does create this thing that people want to see what the answer is to it. So when you're structuring your promotion, you could talk about some mysterious benefit that they might get by purchasing your product. This also works really well in your headlines. When you're writing a headline and there's a little bit of mystery inside the headline, it gets them to click, it gets them to go there. We talked about this a little bit already, but using a promotion based on a current event or your reaction to a current event. You guys remember United broke my guitar? What was that kind of?
United breaks guitars, yeah.
I believe, I can't remember which airline. I think it was Southwest. Anybody remember which airline it was? Okay, so this guy put out this promotion saying, United broke my guitar, they wouldn't pay for it. Okay. Fender Guitar sent him a new guitar and made a huge press release about how they were going to take care of his guitar. Okay. It was their reaction to his, United broke my guitar. And then I think it was, I can't remember which airline it was. I don't want to say because I don't remember which one. But they ended up giving this guy free airline tickets. Someone else was talking about they saw a tweet that someone was complaining about something that happened on a flight. And then the airline said, hey, next time fly with us. Here's a free credit for a free flight. They were just monitoring the conversations on Twitter. Okay? So your reaction to the news, right? And you can create a promotion based on what's happening, current events. This also gives you a reason for a promotion. I was running a promotion for a car wash company, and I needed to have a reason. We were giving away free car wash for a year. Okay? It's a touchless car wash. Free car washes for a year and a bunch of other prizes. We're using contest domination for this contest. And when I was doing the consultation, we're trying to figure out the prizes, and I kept asking, like, what's the reason for this contest? Like, why are we having it? We need a reason to do a promotion. Okay? So I was in Whistler, and I was driving back from Whistler, and it hit me. I said, it's Christmas time. So this was in December. So I set up the contest. And I called it a Christmas contest. I also had a contest running at the same time that wasn't a Christmas contest. The reaction and relevance was, hey, I'm doing this Facebook for Brands workshop. You should go to my contest. I'm doing the contest because I'm having a workshop. I launched it, and after about a week, the Christmas contest had way more conversions. I think it was twice as much the conversion as my contest. So I went back to my contest. I said, screw this. This is a friggin' Christmas contest. And my conversion did go up about 10%. All right? So you need a reason for a contest. And the reason could be, hey, it's Valentine's Day, right? Or hey, it's Easter. In Canada, we're really lucky because we get a holiday every month, right? It's every month. I think that we have 1 month of the year or something that we don't have a holiday. Is that right? It's January. Is it January? Yeah, it's just January. Oh, okay. But that kind of counteracts with Christmas, so. But yeah, what am I talking? Yeah, it could just be like a New Year's special. You're right, yeah. So we got a New Year's special, then we got a Valentine's special, then we have an Easter special.
Mother's Day.
and Thanksgiving, and okay? All right? So now those are our reactions. So if you don't have a better reason, okay, the reason is the holiday. Okay, but I'm telling you, you will get a higher conversion if you do this. The other one is personal gain. Keep adding value, okay? Giving coupons and discounts And again, it's about frequency. The more value you can add on a frequent basis, you're going to get to the point where people will feel guilty if they don't work with you. Like, I have developers and designers that I work with that just help me so much all the time that I would feel guilty if I just started working with another designer or developer. It's true, because they've just continuously always helped me, and they're never trying to rip me off or whatever it might be, or trying to get the most out of me out of the first transaction, if that makes sense, right? I've worked with a lot of companies, actually even booking rooms and for conferences and stuff like that. A lot of the hotels, you'll notice that if you ever try to book a room, then right away they just try to rip you off. Like, you guys know? I went to one place and I wanted a projector and the screen, and it was $2,500 to rent it for 2 days. I said, I can go and buy like probably 10 projectors, I don't even know, and the screen. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing business with you, right? But had they, like, this place has been very generous to me, and they've been really nice, and I think that the staff has been great. You guys agree? It's been a pretty good location? I think they've been really good. Right? So I'm going to be really happy to come back here again, right? They've already provided me lots of value, and that's the reason. Yeah, $8 parking. I didn't even know that, or else I would have told everybody about that, but there was $8 parking. Everyone's like, what? $8? 18? It's 8. Remember the words, this is going to be good, I can do this, okay? You want people to feel like this is going to be a good deal, okay? And they can make the purchase with confidence. You can often do this even just with guarantees. If you can give somebody a guarantee that say, hey, look, it's even risk-free if you go ahead and just do it. Again, if you're in the, if you're selling information or advice, or you're an advisor, right? You can often as well do this with moving the free line, giving more free advice, do a little bit of hand-holding at first, and make people feel a little bit comfortable that they can get through and get value out of your product or service. Third-party factual data. This is essential to all of your promotions. Okay? We can do this through testimonials. We can do it through endorsements from other large companies. You can do some work with a large, credible company and have them endorse your product or services. Or if you don't have any of that and you need to back up what you're offering and that it's of good value, you can find news stories, like news sources that are talking about how your new product has been very helpful for a certain segment of people, right? So, with significance, do you ever notice that people will buy, for example, I think men do this, they'll buy a fancy car to impress their friends or to impress girls, right? So people will often buy things, or I think girls, all the girls are just smickered, but how about the girls that buy those $1,500 Louis Vuitton bags, okay?
You mean 4,000.
Sorry, 4,000? Sorry. I was looking on Craigslist. Okay. Okay. So, and they'll buy it to feel significant, right? Because that way when they go out, they've got a higher status quo, okay? So you can position your brands, position your products in that way, that there's some kind of significance in purchasing. And the last one is inclusion. The best example I've seen of this is when I went to Tony Robbins. I went to Tony Robbins with a bunch of marketing friends. And we all noticed this, and we were all kind of talking about it as it was happening. When you go to Tony Robbins events, it's a continuous upsell. It's a 4-day event, so about, I think, twice a day at least, they'll upsell a product. Another coaching program that he has, which they're all very valuable, and I think that anyone who goes to Tony Robbins will agree. But what happens is he'll say, if you purchase this program, and it's like a $10,000 program, you purchase the program, you get to come up on stage with me, and I'm going to shake your hand, you get a hat, and we're all going to take a picture together. And the people run to the back of the room. I calculated, this is just on my estimate, I calculated that there was about $10 million in upsells during that event, is what I rough estimated based on, he said, I've got 200 seats left, it's 10 grand, and every time he had done that, I was just kind of curious as to how much money he was making at the event. I believe, like, again, it's totally not for sure, I believe it was about $10 million, right? But people literally would run to the back of the room and then go up, and you saw, and they were really having a good time. And so one of my friends that was with us, and we were all talking about how he was using inclusion, and one of my friends, he started laughing, and he took the program. He's like, yeah, I remember when I went up there and I shook his hand. It's like, I was like, he was like reminding us of the moment. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. We already talked about this. When you create a great promotion, it's here's what I got, here's what's in it for you, and here's what I want you to do next. You can create a promotion as just a status update on your Facebook page. Or you can build a page on your website with the promotion. Or you can build a separate landing page altogether. You will probably, most likely, get the highest conversions from a single landing page where there's nothing to do on this web page. There's nothing you could do except for purchase the promotional product. Okay? I'm talking about there's nothing else you could do. You can't navigate anywhere else on the website. You can't opt in. You can't like anything else. There's just this one page. When you registered for this program, you were on that page. There was nothing else you could do. I think I did have some follow buttons, actually. I take that back. But there's basically nothing else you could do except for purchase a ticket to the workshop. When I create my webinar pages, there's nothing else you could do except for enter your email address to go and join a webinar. Okay? You will get your highest conversions through that. Landing pages and landing page optimization is something that I really enjoy. I started learning a lot about it in the last year. I don't consider myself an expert on landing pages and that sort of thing, and I tell everybody that. And people who go through the social media director class, we spend a whole day talking about landing pages and how to create landing pages. But I really encourage everyone to start looking into how to create effective landing pages and sales pages, especially if you're doing paid advertising online. If you're using AdWords, you want to send them to an opt-in page, most likely. Okay, you're going to opt them in, and then you're going to create great content over time, and then you're going to create a promotion. You're going to email them and promote later on. Right? Works the same way with AdWords as it does through Facebook. Okay? But if you're building a network on Facebook, and you've built this trust and this goodwill with your network, and then you put out a promotion, and they land on a page that says, I've got this great promotion for you, and you've used the stuff that I just talked about, right? And you start having people purchase from you automatically. You can also go through the process of getting them to opt in, so that way you have their email address first, and then sending out newsletters with great information, just like what we talked about posting through your Facebook page. You can do the same thing through email, and then make an offer through your email, make a promotion through your email. To get the highest conversions, you're going to want to email more than one time. Typically, you're going to want this promotion through email to last at least a week, if not 2 weeks. Who loved my emails? Yeah, okay. Okay. Thank you, thank you. But you do want to promote on more than once, okay? If you're going to create a promotion and you're posting this to your Facebook page, don't just make one status update and hope for the best. That's not what we're doing here. Okay? You're going to be promoting this for a good period of time. Make sure that everyone saw this. Okay? You need that frequency. You always need frequency. I talked about this a lot. Okay? You want to build goodwill. If all you do is just promote all the time, people are going to think that you're annoying. Or they're going to say that you're always selling. You already have a fear of being known as that person that's just always selling. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Right? So you need to be the person that's creating trust and goodwill. You're going to create trust and goodwill, then you're going to create a promotion, you're going to make some sales, you're going to build more trust and goodwill, create a promotion, you're going to make sales.